Hi, it's Amanda from Livingston Public Library, here sharing with you a story time. Before we begin, let's get rid of our wiggles. Wiggle fingers, wiggle so, wiggle high, and wiggle low, wiggle left, wiggle right, wiggle fingers out of sight. Now there's no more wiggles left in me, so I can sit as still as can be. The first book is called Spring for Sophie by Yael Werber, illustrated by Jen Hill. When will spring be here? Sophie asked her mom. Spring comes slowly, her mom told her. How will I know when spring is coming? The first way to tell if spring is coming is to listen for it. When you hear the birds start to sing their songs to each other, that's when you'll know spring is coming. That's what spring sounds like. So Sophie listened. She listened in the mornings when she played with her sister in the snow, and she listened in the evenings when she helped her dad collect wood for the fire. At first she couldn't hear anything except for how quiet the world was when it was covered in snow. But one day as she walked with her mom to get the mail, she heard the first chirps. Oh, and see the birdie sitting in the tree? There it is. Every day she heard more and more. First the chickadees, and then the mourning doves, and the robins. Soon she could hear all kinds of birds calling to each other, announcing that spring was coming. Oh, when you go outside, have you seen any of these birds? Oh, you'll have to look next time you go. But outside it was still snowy and cold. How will I know when spring is getting even closer? You'll have to use your feet, her dad said, when you start to feel the ground getting softer and muddy. That's when you know spring is getting closer. That's what spring feels like. So Sophie paid extra attention to her feet. When she walked in the woods with her dad, the ground was still slippery and hard, and she had to hold her dad's hand. When she walked shadow with her mom, everything still felt icy. But then, one day, the ground felt softer than before, and the snow was slushier, and pretty soon her boots started sinking into the ground instead of slipping on top of it. Sophie felt spring getting closer. Have you noticed that too? Or is the ground still hard? You'll have to check next time you go out. But it's still not spring, Sophie said, and she sighed when she had to put on her hats and gloves to go outside. How will I know when spring is really here? Well, Sophie, you'll have to use your eyes and nose to tell if spring is here, her mom said. You'll have to watch and wait until you see the snow start to melt, and you will have to wait until the air begins to smell like earth and rain. That's when you'll know spring is here. That's what spring looks and smells like. So Sophie watched. She watched as the ice melted off the lake and as the snow turned to puddles in her yard. She watched as flowers pushed up from under the ground and showed their stems. And she watched as new moss covered the rocks in the wood. She saw the world turn from white to green. Oh, pretty. And then one day, after the snow had melted, Sophie smelled the air. She quickly put on her rain boots and raincoat and ran outside. Sophie looked up at the sky as the rain started to fall. Sophie, what are you doing? She heard her dad call. Sophie stuck out her tongue to catch the raindrops. Now I know spring is here, she called, because this is what spring tastes like. The end. Yay! Now it's time for some counting. Let's count some flowers. But this time, instead of counting down, we're going to count up. So we're going to start with 0 because there's no flowers yet. All right, are you ready?
One little flower growing just for you. Up comes another. Now there are, how many? That's right, two. Two little flowers growing near a tree. Up comes another. Now there are, that's right, three. Three little flowers growing more and more. Up comes another. Now there are four. Four little flowers with another to arrive. Up comes another, and now there are, that's right, five. Good counting. Yay! Our next story is called Huck Runs Amok. Story by Sean Taylor. Art by Peter H. Reynolds. Like most goats, Huck will eat most things. Cardboard boxes, woolly gloves, birds' nests. But cardboard boxes taste like boring afternoons. Woolly gloves get stuck in your teeth. And birds' nests make Huck sneeze. What he really loves to eat are flowers, flowers, flowers. Huck dreams of mountain meadows full of flowers and mouthfuls of petals melting on his tongue. The problem is, other goats like eating flowers too, and there aren't any left. Oh dear. Except for over there. Look at those flowers. Huck's looking at them and, uh-oh, he's not going to try that impossible climb, is he? What do you think? He is! He can't resist. He scrambles on the tips of his super grip toes. He clambers with his knees, his tail, and his nose. He's up on the rock without hesitation. He's a clip-clopping, cliff-hopping, climbing sensation. He is nearly there. He got one hoof on top. His teeth are a whisker away. But, oh no! We've lost him! Where's Huck? Oh dear, he's tumbling, bouncing, sliding, rolling, all the way to the village of North Polka Dot. Across the main street he comes and, oh no! He's going to land in Mrs. Tuppleton's pond and sink without a trace. Splash down! But then he realizes the water's only knee deep. And uh-oh! He's not going to eat Mrs. Tuppleton's flowery underpants, is he? Oh dear. He is! He can't resist. He scrambles on the tip of his super grip toes. He clambers with his knees, his tail, and his nose. He's up on the clothesline without hesitation. He's a high-kicking, back-flipping, climbing sensation. He's nearly there. He wiggle-waggles his tail. His teeth are a whisker away. But oh no, it's Mrs. Tippleton's German Shepherd dog. Woof, woof, woof. The clothesline gets in a spin. Huck jumps. He hopes for the best and lands in a pile of boxes outside Mr. Hartwig's general store. Huck takes a big bite of a box, and it tastes like boring afternoons. But look! What's that? Uh-oh! Mr. Watson has bought some flowers for his wife. Huck's not going to try to snatch them, is he? What do you think? He is! He can't resist. He scrambles on the tips of his super grip toes. He clambers with his knees, his tail, and his nose. He's up on the bridge without hesitation. He's a clickety-clackety climbing sensation. He super grips his toes. He reaches down. His teeth are a whisker away. But oh no, a train! It gives Huck such a shock that he tumbles into a boy on a bicycle. He hopes he's got the flowers between his teeth. But Huck's disappointed. He got something else. Now what's this? It's Melissa Spooner's wedding. Everyone is ready for the family photograph. But what does Huck spot? The flowers on Mrs. Spooner's best hat. Uh-oh! He's not going to climb that hedge and eat them, is he? He is! He can't resist. He scrambles on the tips of his super grip toes. He clambers with his knees, his tail, and his nose. He's up on the hedge without hesitation. He's a sneezing, wheezing, climbing sensation. The photographer's ready. Everyone's smiling. Huck's teeth are a whisker away. But, oh no! A gust of wind has lifted Mrs. Spooner's hat high into the air. My best hat, she cries, as it lands atop the church spire. If only someone were brave enough to fetch it. But Huck isn't listening. Those flowers look tasty, and he can't resist. He scrambles on the tips of his super grip toes. He clambers with his knees, his tail, and his nose. He's up on the church spire without hesitation. He's a lurching, perching, climbing sensation. Will he make it all the way? It's harder than he thought. The spire has slippery sides. Huck glances down. All around, people are peering up at him. There's Mrs. Tuppleton. There's Mr. Hartwig. There's the Watson family and the Spooners. Everyone is urging Huck on, even the German Shepherd dog. He's going to rescue the hat. That's one big heart in one little goat. Woof, woof, woof. The people seem so proud of him. Mrs. Spooner looks so pleased. Huck's teeth are a whisker away. And, oh no! What are they going to think if he eats that hat? But he doesn't. A cheer goes up. Huck turns around. The hat is in his mouth. Huck gives the hat back to Mrs. Spooner, without even a nibble at the flowers. She is so delighted, she invites Huck to the wedding party on the village green. It's a perfect occasion. Birds are singing, butterflies are fluttering. A 5-tier wedding cake sits on a flowery tablecloth. And Mrs. Spooner says to Huck, "You can eat just whatever you like." So he does. Oh dear! Did he eat the tablecloth with flowers on it? Yes, he did. What a silly story. The end. Yay!
Those were some fun stories. Are you ready for a song? Wonderful! Will you sing with me, The Wheels on the Bus? You ready? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 wah. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 all through the town. The adults on the bus say, I love you, I love you, I love you. The adults on the bus say, I love you, all through the town. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Great singing! Yay! Now I'm going to share a flannel board story called Bear's Feast from Ready to Go Storytimes by Gail Benton and Tricia Wichelitis. Little Bear and his mama woke up from their long winter's nap. Little Bear was hungry, and his mama was hungry too. They came out of their bear den and looked around. In the clearing was the tree stump where they always had their feast. Little Bear hopped onto the tree stump and sniffed around. "Mama, where's the food?" said Little Bear. "We have to gather the food, Little Bear," said his mama. "Do you remember how good blueberries taste?" "I
I bet they're ripe. Why don't you see if you can find them, Little Bear? So Little Bear hopped off the tree stump and ran into the wood. Little Bear wasn't gone very long. When he came back, he said, "Look, Mama, blueberries." "Are those blueberries?" "No, you're right." That's what his mama said too. "No, Little Bear, that's not a blueberry. That's a—" Do you know what it is? Yes, a fish. "I'll try again," said Little Bear. "This time go past the stream," said Mama. "Okay, Mama," said Little Bear as he ran back into the woods. This time Little Bear was gone a little longer, and when he returned he said, "Look, Mama, blueberries." "No, no, Little Bear, that's not a blueberry. That's a—" Do you know what it is? That's right, an acorn. "I'll try again," said Little Bear. "This time go past the stream and around the big tree," said Mama. "Okay, Mama," said Little Bear as he ran back into the woods. This time Little Bear was gone a little longer than before, and when he returned he said, "Look, Mama, blueberries." "Are those blueberries?" "No, Little Bear, that's not a blueberry. That's a—" That's right, an apple. "I'll try again," said Little Bear. "This time go past the stream, around the big tree, and through the apple orchard," said Mama. "Okay, Mama," said Little Bear as he ran back into the woods. This time Little Bear was gone for a long time, and when he returned he said, "Look, Mama, blueberries." "Is that right?" "No, no, Little Bear, that's not a blueberry. That's an—" That's right, an orange. "I'll try again," said Little Bear. "This time go past the stream, around the big tree, through the apple orchard, and under the orange tree," said Mama. "Okay, Mama," said Little Bear as he ran back into the woods. This time Little Bear was gone a really long time, and when he returned he said, "Look, Mama, I found the blueberries, and Dad too." "Yes, Little Bear, those are the blueberries, and you and Dad are just in time for the feast." Yay! Good story. Our last story is called Grow Kind by John Lasser and Sage Forrest Lasser, illustrated by Christopher Lyles. My name is Kiko. I grow kind. I will show you how, but first I have a question for you. Who helps you wake up in the morning? This morning, Chico woke me up by licking my face. We went outside to check the garden. Oh, it looks like Chico's her dog. We saw peas and peaches, tomatoes and potatoes, radishes and roses, blackberries and broccoli, melons and marigolds, and so much more. I wanted to wake up Annie, but Mom and Dad stopped me. "Be kind to Annie and let her rest," said Mom. "Teenagers need a lot of sleep." I really wanted to show Annie everything growing in the garden, but I played fetch with Chico outside and waited for her to wake up. Finally, Annie woke up. "You're up! You're up!" I grabbed Annie's hand and pulled her toward the garden. "Beautiful," Annie said. "I know you worked hard caring for your garden. Do you need help to harvest?" Annie and I filled our arms with lots of yummy fruits and vegetables and some pretty flowers. I gave spinach, carrots, peppers, and broccoli to my dad because he likes to cook. "Wonderful," he said. "Thank you." The gift of veggies made my dad so happy I wanted to share with other people too. Annie and I loaded up the wagon with food and flowers. "Being kind to our friends and neighbors helps them feel good," I told Annie. "And it helps you feel good too," said Annie. We pulled the heavy wagon down our street, delivering delicious gifts. Blackberries for Keisha, who loves sweet fruit. Soft ripe tomatoes for Miss Stevens, who has a hard time chewing. Peppers and corn for our next-door neighbors, Matt and Mitch, who love to grill. Potatoes for Dr. Thompson, who makes fresh potato salad. Sunflowers for Mr. Carroll, who needs cheering up. When we got to Mr. Carroll's house, we slowly walked to the front door. I was nervous. One time he shouted at Chico for running into his yard. But when Mr. Carroll opened his door, a smile lit up his face. "Thank you both," he said. "You're very kind." He gave Chico a gentle pat on the head. "Oh, that's nice." The next day I packed up a box full of fruits and vegetables to share with my teacher and friends at school. But on the drive to school, I saw someone standing on the corner. I asked my mom if we could stop. I opened up the box. What do you like to eat? I asked. Those peaches look delicious, she replied. I gave her some and she waved as we said goodbye. During show and tell, I listened carefully to my friends. Ida brought her pet turtle. Dawn brought a jigsaw puzzle. Carmen brought her watercolor painting. When it was my turn, I said, I brought my garden. I gave everyone something to eat. It's show and tell and share. It made me feel so good to see everyone enjoying their fresh snacks. That night, I took out my journal to write about my day. I wrote about Mr. Carroll's smile, peaches for a hungry woman, my friends enjoying the garden's fruits, and Annie's helpful ways. Taking time to be kind to others makes everyone feel good. Growing a garden and sharing the harvest helped me grow kind. How do you grow kind? The end. Yay!
Those were some excellent stories. I had so much fun sharing them with you. Did you enjoy them? You did? Oh, that makes me so happy. Will you sing if that you're happy and you know it with me? You will? Great! If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. Yay! Great singing. See you next time.